pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for everyone coming today. I forgot my glasses, so I'll be sprinting. Or sprinting. I'll be squinting. I can't speak either. Need a motion to approve the prior meeting minutes from May 5th.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Correspondence from the town clerk.
I have the fair housing resolution notice, public hearing notice from the town of Mamakating. It's on May 20th at 6 p.m. at their town hall with regard to adding permitted uses to IC zoning district and economic zone overlay districts. I have correspondence regarding the new law that requires the .gov municipal websites and what we need to know. Correspondence from the State of New York Department of State that our local laws number 2 and 3 were received and they are official. The quote from Buddy's Glass for the front door, and the mortgage tax receipts from April. That's all that I have.
Awesome, thank you. Board member reports. I have one thing, front door, the front door to town hall, the pivots broke. The door is, they said ancient, they can only find one pivot, so it's temporarily fixed. They gave us a quote when they came. Per our procurement policy, we need another quote, so we had Old Rosenglass is Ortega come today. Hopefully they'll get back to us by the next meeting. The first quote was in excess of the amount that we can just do it, so we'll hopefully get that for the next meeting. Jim, you're up.
Okay, the sign in the front of the town hall is down, won't communicate, so I'm going to order another adapter to see if that resolves the issue. It won't communicate. I tried to add a piece for Andrew, but it won't let me connect to the remote side, so I have to. Last time this happened, we had to buy the adapter for it again and replace it. So I'm going to order that on Amazon and just replace it. And myself and Chris, we met with the new police officer, but I heard fell through, so yeah, that's all.
So Jim, if you give it to Marie, the information, she can do it on the town's Amazon, so you don't have to lay anything out. So if you give her exactly what you need, and then we can, or you want to come in and see her, she can do it.
Just email me.
You got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
perfect. Thanks. Chris?
I really don't have anything.
Just a reminder that tomorrow is the school budget vote from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. On Monday, the VFW and American Legion are having a Memorial Day service at Veterans Park at 11:30. And then our bicentennial meeting is tomorrow at 7 o'clock at Town Hall.
Planning board meeting Wednesday at 7 o'clock, Town Hall.
Highway report, Andrew.
Nothing too new. We're just getting all the roads ready for paving and everything they need.
Andrew, I do have applications. I'll come drop them off to you tomorrow. What's coming so far?
Awesome. Any other questions for Andrew? Police report, Mike.
Good evening. A couple of things. One, I was looking for approval to attend the Chiefs Conference in Denver this year with the registration, lodging, and flight not to exceed $2,500. That's October 17th to the 22nd. So that's one. Two. Our body cams, the 5-year program that we're in now is coming to an end in September. I've been shopping some deals because Axon has just priced us out of the market, to be honest. The original quote came in at like $90,000 for the next 5 years. We played around with it, and they had this new program that got it down to like 60 something. But there's another camera called Axis. One of the representatives actually is in New Windsor. I've used it before in Maybrook, so I do know it's a good product. I'm comfortable switching. They are on Sourcewell, so that's not a problem. And it's significantly cheaper. I mean, The total was just under 21,000. So from 90-something down to 20. I think it's a no-brainer. The only thing we gotta figure out is financing. They don't really have like a 5-year plan, so he kinda made up something for me, so maybe we can sit down one day and discuss everything and see where you wanna go with it, how you wanna do it. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that in case there's any questions. And what else did I have? I had a couple of things on my agenda here. Oh, what Jim was talking about. So unfortunately, I know I mentioned we're looking to hire a NYPD lateral transfer. Very disappointing news that civil service literally just stopped today accepting lateral transfers from the NYPD. The NYPD lowered their qualification standards in April. So therefore, Orange County is no longer going to accept NYPD transfers. Even though she qualifies now, even though the standards she was hired under equal hours, the fact that they changed them, we can't no longer. So we did waste a lot of time and money and energy on it for not, I mean, I thank you guys for interviewing her, that was a waste of time, unbeknownst to us. So we're back to square one. So roadblock after roadblock, but I'm trying, so just bear with us, we're trying to hire. And other than that, we have the awards obviously tonight, so thank you for that. And unless there's any questions, that's all I got.
Any questions? Recreation report, Kathleen, I saw you come in there.
We had a Mother's Day craft last weekend that went really well. The Girl Scouts, I'm gonna stand over here officially. The Girl Scouts came and we did flower beds and stuff at the youth center. Everything looks really nice. We're planning a Father's Day craft. Movie night, last night of school. Lots of really fun events coming up, but once kind of school is out and stuff like that.
How many people came to the Mother's Day event?
About 30.
That's a big
Yeah, it
number.
was a nice little turnout. Yeah. So hopefully the Father's Day is about the same, hopefully more.
Any questions for Kathleen? And thank Andrew, he got some mulch for us, right? The mulch is
Yes,
taken
I
care
saw
of.
it today, yes, it looks great, thank you.
And I wanted to thank the Girl Scouts. You have a plaque you're putting up for them?
It should be arriving tomorrow.
Yeah, that was great what they did too.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you. Village of Otisville, Brian. You moved from
I got out of the way of the town. Carrie covered everything. I have nothing. 2 meetings in a row.
Okay, perfect. Old business, bicentennial update.
We don't really have much. Again, our meeting is tomorrow at 7 o'clock in Town Hall. I did go to the food truck festival in Goshen yesterday and handed out some vendor flyers. And it seems like we're starting to get some good interest in participating. Moving right along.
And we did send out the sponsorship letters, right? Marie, are they all out or are they?
They're all out as of today.
Okay,
Great,
perfect.
thank
So
you.
hopefully we'll be getting some.
And they did get one call back so far.
Okay.
So,
Great.
Anybody have any questions on that? Okay, cool. Hidden Valley update. So we met last week with the committee, the engineer, and the plant operator who did a really nice job doing a tour of the plant. I think some people that hadn't been really given an in-depth tour got one, so that went well. The DEC is doing their inspection of the plant, their yearly plant, which hasn't been done for 2 years because they're backlogged, is Wednesday. So the plant operator will be there and doing that tour. Hopefully we have no issues. We did have a permeate valve. I'm not sure what it exactly is, broke. It's being operated manually, but it does have to be replaced. Working with Jason and H2O, they ordered a new one, and H2O will be able to do that. So hopefully that will be it. So, and Mike's not here, so I have nothing. I don't think he has anything to add. Next up, new business. Fair housing resolution. Kathleen, can you read that for us?
Sure. The Town of Mount Hope supports the Fair Housing Act, which prohibits discrimination by direct providers of housing such as landlords and real estate companies, as well as other entities such as municipalities, banks, or other lending institutions and homeowners insurance companies whose discriminatory practices make housing unavailable to persons because of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, nationality, familial status, or disability. This municipality further objects to discrimination in the sale, rental, leasing, financing of housing or land to be used for construction of housing or in the provision of brokerage services because of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, nationality, or disability as prohibited by Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1968 of the Federal Fair Housing Law. Therefore, the municipal council does hereby approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that within available resources, the municipality will assist all persons who feel they have been discriminated against under one of the aforementioned categories to seek equity under federal laws by filing a complaint with the New York State Human Rights Law and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development as appropriate. Be it further resolved that the municipality shall publicize this resolution, and through this publicity shall cause owners of real estate, developers, and builders to become aware of their respective responsibilities and rights under the Federal Fair Housing Law. Be it further resolved that the municipality will at a minimum include, but not be limited to, 1, the printing and publicizing of this resolution, a fair housing public notice, and other applicable fair housing information through local media, community contacts, and placement on the municipal website and in other social media. 2, distribution of posters, flyers, and any other means which will bring the attention of those affected the knowledge of their respective responsibilities and rights concerning fair housing.
Need a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. I'm gonna jump over B for 1 second. So the next thing, and this is in conjunction with this resolution, we need to schedule a public hearing for the CDBG grant program. We're gonna do it on June 2nd, on or about 7 p.m. Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So that is for the project to replace the HVAC. We budgeted for it, but the county, the program has some leftover money, so we are going to tap into that and eliminate or minimize our costs. So we have to go through the steps. This is leftover money from last year. Need a motion to hire Colby Butts as the recreation aide. His time will be starting June 16th and will end on August 15th.
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Authorize myself to sign a contract with Frontier Communications for fiber service to Town Hall. This would eliminate the need for Spectrum. We'll have dedicated fiber and also cellular backup, so when our phones go down, it'll automatically switch over to a cellular system, so we will no longer be down. Need a motion? Need a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So after our last meeting, I think the very next day, we got a communication from the fireworks company that was the only company that submitted a bid to do the bicentennial, and they said they were withdrawing their bid. So we need to rebid the fireworks. We were looking, Scott, we can use the same one?
Change the date.
Yeah, just change the date. And so we're looking to rebid the fireworks for the bicentennial with a due date of June 13th at 10 a.m. So need a
I'll
motion.
make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. I'm gonna skip F for 1 second. The budget mod is gonna be stricken. We're not doing that this meeting. Need authorization for highway to purchase a Cheetah Skag 61-inch, 40 horsepower mower off a state bid, Sourcewell, $13,199.
Are we replacing anything, or is this a new addition?
Just adding on, the other mowers are getting older.
And I think you said they were down for.
Yeah, we had a couple mowers in a row down every week. Some have, 5,000 hours, some have 3,000 hours, so just getting older. I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need to authorize paying bills abstracts 19 and 20.
I'll make that motion to pay our bills.
Opposed? So carried. So we're in the process of moving forward with the ambulance district. In any event, we need to apply for a certificate of need, and this would authorize myself to apply to the Department of Health for a certificate of need for ambulance service. So there's currently 2 certificates of need for Mount Hope. One is through Mobile Life, and the other one is through,
Atzola.
thank you, I keep calling it a terrorist organization, so I need help from Carrie. I mispronounce it every time. And this one would be so temporarily until the ambulance district is established. If it is established, we would add Greenville Ambulance as providing service on a temporary basis. If the ambulance district is created, our plan is to put this out for an RFP, and then obviously whoever gets awarded the RFP, the certificate of need would be modified to give to them. So, need that. Any questions on that?
So just so I'm clear, we're adding Greenville's ambulance with the other 2 right now?
So we have so Mobile Life has a certificate of need, the other agency has a certificate of need. We are going to apply for a municipal one, and they will be temporarily a placeholder until the RFP is done and given out.
Gotcha.
So Greenville would be the, I guess, the first response?
Well, with Mobile Life and the other one, who's ever closer, is my understanding, out of those 3.
Okay.
That would also give us the ability to get reimbursement for costs, but that's not for tonight, that's after we get the certificate of need. So, all right,
Sorry.
no, we're good, thank you. Need a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Public participation, so if anyone from the public would like to come up, I guess the podium off to the left or thereabouts. 3 minutes, Chris will keep track. Just state your name for Kathleen for the record.
Mary Beth Rizeppa, Otisville. Just a reminder, May 31st, the Pocatello Ladies Auxiliary is holding a penny social at their firehouse. Their tickets are $5 for, the cost is $5 for 2 tickets, with additional tickets being available. Doors open at 2, call-in starts at 3. If you want to come, due to the limited seating, try to get there as early as you can. Still have calendar raffles and big screen TV raffles. Thank you.
Can I just ask you one question? Only because not every meeting, but quite a few meetings you come and talk about fundraisers. What exactly does the Ladies Auxiliary do
The
with
Ladies
the
Auxiliary, what
funds
the Ladies
that this
Auxiliary
goes into?
does is they support the fire company, the firefighters. We go, if
Can
they're
you
on
give
a-
me an example of what you would spend the money on?
Parade, if we do a parade, we have to provide food.
Okay.
If the if the firefighters, because some of them are female, are out on a call more than a certain number of hours, certain length of time, we go to the firehouse, we prepare food for them, either bring it to them on site, or when they get back, we feed them. So it's supporting the fire company for different things that they do, and so that we can continue our auxiliary funding, because we do need money to put on the penny socials, to do all this fundraising that we do. We need bank
Okay.
money to,
Someone had asked, and I was like, you know what, I'm not 100% myself, so I would ask. So,
yeah,
okay,
no,
thank you.
we
So for a
we
good
do-
cause. Yep.
We do it to support the fire company and so that we can have money to do what we need to do to support the firemen.
Gotcha. Thank you. Anybody else? Public participation? Want to come on up? No? Good. All right. Board comments? We'll start with Ed, Karen, Chris, Tim?
Nope.
All right. So at this time, I am going to turn it over to Mike for our annual law enforcement awards. All right. So we'll adjourn the meeting first, and then we'll go to the awards. So I need a motion to adjourn.
Make
Can we get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So we'll turn it over to Mike.
unfortunately, that's not the same.
I don't know what it is.
Do you, if you guys are gonna come off the picture, that's me suggesting we should remove this table.
I got you.
Like, stairs back.
No, if people are gonna come up. The staples.
You like this side? Just gonna wait a couple minutes just for my officers to start coming over. Looks like they're all here now. You guys can have a seat. You don't have to stand. Charlotte. Do you know where she is? Just give us a couple minutes to make sure Charlotte.
It depends on the book. It's a great thing. So we just, so as. All right, so. Oh, yeah, sorry. All right, I think everyone's here, so we'll, oh, sorry, you good? No, you're good.
All right, so I think we'll get started. Thank you all for staying after the meeting to honor and recognize the hard work and dedication of our officers for this past year in 2024. I would also like to thank the board for hosting this ceremony as part of their department meeting, or their board meeting to recognize our department's accomplishments. Thank you, as always. National Police Week is celebrated each May to honor the unwavering dedication of the men and women who serve in law enforcement. With National Police Week occurring just last week, I would like to take a moment to remember those we've lost in the line of duty and honor all those who continue to serve. Tonight we gather to recognize some of the finest officers whose actions have gone above and beyond the call of duty. To those receiving awards tonight, your efforts, whether you realize it or not, have inspired your colleagues. You have set a standard of excellence that will serve to motivate and strengthen the spirit of your fellow officers. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Our first award is a certificate of commendation for outstanding and dedicated work in National Night Out, and that is to my administrative assistant, Charlotte Formosa.
Also, on behalf of the Orange County Legislature, I would like to present this certificate of commendation to you for your outstanding community service and dedicated individual efforts. We appreciate everything that you do. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to, here, bring it. You got plenty of time. Board members, do you want to do it now or after?
We'll do it after, make it easier, right?
And I'm sorry, I failed to mention our county legislator, Tina Janet Suppleman. We appreciate her support as well. Thank you for being here.
Any opportunity to come and support and show appreciation and honor our law enforcement is it's a good day. So thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Okay, next is, we got 3 people getting this award. Another certificate of commendation for outstanding and dedicated work for their effort in the Junior Police Academy. It's going to be Officers Robert Decker and Jamie Johnson, as well as Charlotte Formosa. Before they come up, there is a lot that goes into, you can come up, Charlotte. There's a lot that goes into Junior Police Academy. It seems easy just to teach it, but there's a lot more that goes into it. And they really put a lot of effort, and we appreciate it every year.
Thank you.
Small people by name, please. Small people by name. That make me feel. Yeah, thanks. Our next award, it doesn't look like he was able to make it. He's probably stuck at the jail once again. But I do want to recognize it while everyone is here. Our next award is a 25-year service award. Officer Gregor Toussaint has been with our department for 25 years of service, and this plaque is in grateful appreciation for his 25 years of service to the residents of the town of Mount Hope. Thank you. So, no picture for Greg, sorry. This next one's a little bit of a longer one, so bear with me. On Wednesday, August 14, 2024, at approximately 6:14 p.m., Officer Brian Benjamin responded to a 911 polling call for a reported stabbing during a domestic dispute in the village of Otisville, town of Mount Hope. Upon Officer Benjamin's arrival, he was met by the suspect, who was holding the knife sitting in a chair inside the home's garage. Officer Benjamin held the suspect at gunpoint while giving multiple verbal commands to drop the knife, to which the suspect did not comply. While giving these commands, the suspect admitted to stabbing a relative inside the home. Due to the urgency of not knowing the condition of the person inside the home, Officer Benjamin took out his taser and gave additional warnings to the suspect to drop the knife or he would deploy the taser. When the suspect still refused to drop the knife, Officer Benjamin deployed his taser on the suspect, which resulted in her dropping the knife. However, she still refused other compliances, which caused Officer Benjamin to use a second taser activation. This second activation did result in the suspect going to the ground. Officer Benjamin was able to quickly place the suspect into custody. It should be noted that it took just 4 minutes and 48 seconds for Officer Brian Benjamin to respond out to the residence and subsequently take the suspect into custody without any further injury to anyone involved. Officer Benjamin's brave and swift actions at the scene allowed him and responding EMTs to quickly assess and render aid to the victim, who was suffering from multiple stab wounds inside the residence. These actions undoubtedly contributed to the saving the victim's life, and just overall awesome job, Brian. So with that, he is going to receive the Meritorious and Life-Saving Award, and it should be noted that he actually received the Meritorious Award from the county as well for this incident. It was remarkable. I won't say who, but someone said that if this was somewhere else, that person with the knife might have been shot. So, Officer Benjamin, you showed great restraint and life-saving. Congratulations. Thank you.
Andy's got a great haircut.
Is that where you got the idea?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next up, this actually, when I was deciding on awards, this was the first and easiest award to decide. I'd actually decided it, halfway through last year. Anything that was needed for us or for the department, he was there. Whether it was getting a speed trailer, whether it was getting barricades for the football games, backing up officers on calls, background investigations, coming in on weekends when we had shortages, all the events we had, any open shifts that were uncovered, including Thanksgiving, he was there. There's no more well-deserved award than our 2024 Dedicated Service Award to our Deputy Chief Curtis.
To his family for sharing him on Thanksgiving.
More food. This next award is a new award. It is what we call our Charm Award. Our core values are courage, honor, accountability, respect, and motivation, hence CHARM. It was implemented for those who exemplify the core values of our department. This officer truly exudes all that is required to receive this award. He is a walking smile and a pleasure to be around. He hits all 5 values, and all officers should strive to be like Officer John Chang Zhu.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, no more. And last, but certainly not least, our Officer of the Year Award. When deciding on this award, a lot of people think it's about the numbers. While that definitely, plays a part in it, it's for me to give it away, it's not just about how many tickets you write. Although, with that being said, this officer did issue 67 summonses for the year, and that's without a radar certification. So officers know how difficult it is sometimes to write without a radar, but there was no excuse for him. He still showed initiative. Other things that he handles all calls thoroughly. Doesn't have to be told to follow up or do more with it. He usually does it all on his own. As it is, something small as an ATV, locates, issues, and tows it. The supervisor's dream. I had to tell him to do anything. Just did it. DWI, if we got a call for an erratic driver, located the car within minutes, and the driver was intoxicated, and he made their arrest right there on the spot. Handled domestic arrest without problem. He assisted other officers in recovering a stolen truck right away. He completes backgrounds as well for me. He's a qualified background investigator from his previous job. And he also does the small things, the things that are a supervisor's dream, right? Like we don't have to tell him to adjust his schedule in our program. We don't have to tell him to label his body cams. Overall, his work results are always there from everything. He's buttoned up. And for that reason, our Officer of the Year is Timothy Fenford. That does conclude the ceremony. We do have coffee, cake, water, so please join us, tea. And I appreciate you all for staying. What a great crowd we got. Thank you so much.